Hi. So I know it's been a while since I've done a video and everything like that, so I thought I would go ahead and do one. Um, a while back ago, I had the unique opportunity to um, become part of a beta test group for a program called Gluco, which is an amazing product that is offered for your iPhone or your Android device. It's not out on Android just yet. It's still in beta testing, which makes it kind of like, well, I'm a beta tester. So, but back when I first got it for the iPhone, I didn't have a chance to actually do a video for it, so I'm going to do one now. The iPhone cable looks like this, and it just connects into the bottom of your iPhone, right into the little charging port or the little part that you would put in your sync cable for. And then you download the app on the Play Store, or I'm sorry, the App Store, which is free, and it's Glooko. And then once you click on it, and this is already a reading that I did earlier, but once you click on it, you have to set up an account and everything, and it's real simple, straightforward. The account's free, the app is free. However, you do have to pay for the cable, and the cable, I believe, is $45. But it was sent to me because I'm a beta tester, so don't quote me on the prices. But you can pick up, it's all on the website Glooko.com. That's Glooko.com, and they have all the information on there. Like I said, currently, because I am a beta tester, I have the ability to do it on my Android as well, but for right now it's only available on iPhone, and this is an iPhone 3GS, so that tells you how far back you can go if you have an iPhone, or I believe it works on all Apple devices, including iPads, but don't quote me on that because I don't have an iPad. I wouldn't even have this iPhone if a friend hadn't given it to me. It was one of their old phones, and I told them about my blood sugar testing ability, and they're all like, oh, okay, well, you know what, here, go ahead and take this. It's an old phone, but it should work. So anyways, what Gluco does is you hook it up to a meter, and this is my One Touch Ultra 2 meter, and it hooks up to a variety of different meters, and they're constantly adding new drivers and what have you to their software, so that most of the name brand meters are in their database, so you just hook it up and call it good. But I'm going to show you a reading on both iPhone and the Android, since the Android is still in beta research. And sorry, I got the video camera on a tripod this morning, so there's going to be a lot of shuffling things around, and I'll actually have another video camera videoing the screen, so then that way you can see everything that's going on here or what have you. So let's go ahead and get started with the iPhone here. And so what I'm going to do is, I've already done my testing once, but I'm going to go ahead and do it again for the sake of the video. And because I get these lancets and everything for free, I'm going to just go ahead and use up another one. I've already used 2 of them this morning trying to get the Android to work, but that was my own fault, and I'll cover that in just a moment here. So like you would with any machine, you go ahead and you stick your strip in there, and then it should ask you to go ahead and code it if it's not already pre-coded. Most of the One Touch machines are already automatically coded, so I don't know if you can see it or not, but it says apply blood. So, and I'm going to use the Delica lancing device. Honestly, I really don't like these devices because for me it feels like it hurts worse than what the older ones do. And that's not the one that I have that's loaded up. This one's loaded up. It's still a Delica, just different colors. It's got a finer needle point on it. I don't know if you're able to see that or not, but the needle point's a little bit finer, and it just feels to me like it hurts more than the other one that I use. And unfortunately, I didn't think of to bring out my other meter, but the other meter I have is a Bear Contour USB, and it's got like this little Star Trek phaser looking one. The needle's a little bit thicker, but it hurts less. So that's just me. Maybe I'm just being a baby. Who knows? So you go ahead, click it, set it to what you got to do. Take your blood, and then as soon as you get a nice little droplet of blood, go ahead and add it to your test strip. So just add it on, and then it'll count down and tell you the reading. And my reading is 147. So a little high, but for me that's actually low, and I have a headache because of it being so low. So now that I have my reading, I want to put it into my iPhone. And so you just take the strip out, get your iPhone, connect in your Gluco or your Gluco reader, open up your app, and then go ahead and plug it in. And as soon as you plug it in, you should, let's see, okay, here's the part where I need to switch over to a different. Okay, so once you open up your Gluco app, this is kind of what it should look like. And that's my reading from earlier. Now you're going to see at the bottom here where it says select a meter, right here. Sync select a meter. So you're going to click that. And this is just a database of all the different meters that are in here. There's One Touch, Rely On, Glue Guard, Freestyle, Bear, AccuCheck, all the above. So I'm going to select One Touch, and because mine's an Ultra 2, now it's going to start syncing. And as you can read right there, it says successfully downloaded one reading from your meter. Click OK. Now you can see that I have my reading from earlier this morning when I was messing around with it just to try it out and see what was going on with it, and the reading that I just did. Now, when you have the reading that you just did, you can click on it and add in other information like your food, your insulin intake, exercise, and how much time it was, our comments, and anything else that you can remember about it. So I'm going to put in food and 0 because I haven't eaten yet. Insulin, I'm going to put in 0 because I haven't taken my shot yet. And then I'm going to click up here on the log button. And then if you can see right here, it created a new entry that says food 0 carbs at 11:29 a.m. So there you go for that. Now if you click on the settings, you should, in theory, be able to email. And well, this is my one of my email addresses. And as soon as you do all of that, you can actually send your readings and stuff off to your physician. So, once you have your email address and everything set up inside of Gluco, like I said, you're going to be able to send off all this information directly to your doctor, which makes it amazing, because say that you have a diabetes education appointment or you need to speak with your specialist or what have you, this just gives them a running tally of what your logbook is without actually having to bring your meter in. So it's pretty simple and straightforward. Now, the one thing that I noticed with Gluco Android, and they are, like I said, still in the process of beta testing, and somewhere in this upheaval of stuff, I have the little tester thing for. So, okay, now the difference between the two Glucos for iPhone and Android is that the iPhone is all one connected unit, which makes it handy. However, so far in the beta testing part of Gluco for Android, you get what looks like a credit card swiper, and it's this big box that plugs into the top of your phone, and you also get a synchronizing cable that you plug into the top of here and then plug into your meter. It also looks like there's a little IR port right here, so maybe for those machines that have the ability to beam information, that might be something that is available. Right now I don't have a meter that does the beaming technology or what have you. So going in for this, you just plug it into the top like you would any normal card reader or what have you. And I'm going to try to adjust this because I feel like you're looking at the ceiling versus looking at me. So get this all set up. And I gotta find the app on here. Because this is my everyday phone and work phone, it has all kinds of apps and what have you on here. So I just gotta find where it went to. Yay me. Okay. So once you find it, and you log in and everything, there was my last reading from earlier this morning, 124. So I'm going to go ahead and connect in the synchronizing cable. And what I did earlier that I did not realize is right here is a little button that actually turns this box on. So you got to make sure to push that. I didn't know. It didn't come with any instructions. It just came in a big envelope with the packaging. So in Gluco's defense, though, they did send out materials telling you how to work it. Like a regular guy, though, I didn't bother to sit down and read it. I like to figure things out myself. So anyways, it just updated with my new reading from the iPhone, but it's pretty much the same thing. You would go through on this and select your meter, and then you would push this button and you see the little green light flashing up here. Go ahead and connect in your meter, push sync, and then it would read all your meter information, pull it up, and the same thing, you would be able to share it online or with your physician or whatever you happen to do. Me, because I'm a big social media person, I like to share all my information and I actually belong to a website called Patients Like Me, and I upload some of my information to there, like my A1C results, my just all the different things that my doctor has me do and deal with. So for the most part though, out of the two, I personally like the iPhone version just because it's all one piece. This one seems like you could like lose a lot of the different parts. And the other thing about this one is it requires an external battery. It doesn't actually draw power from the phone itself. Again, it's beta testing, so maybe it will work itself out. But for the most part, these two main components right here are kind of a drawback after being spoiled with the all-in-one unit. But who knows, they may go ahead and implement it as a all-in-one unit. Then that way you don't have to worry about losing anything. So yeah, I'm really happy with the program. I love the idea of being able to just synchronize your stuff as you go along. My hopes for the company would be that they would later develop a glucometer of their own, or maybe even work with some of the manufacturers of other glucometers and maybe implement a function or something that they can automatically just use it. Don't know how feasible or plausible that is, but we'll see what happens in the future. But for now, I really enjoy this. You may be asking yourself, what's some of the benefits? Well, some of the benefits of having the ability to upload your information directly to your cell phone or mobile device is that you constantly have a running record of your diabetic history. Another thing that I had mentioned is that you are able to email your test results to your physician, which keeps you and your physician on track. And if you're suffering with diabetic ketoacidosis like I do, or DKA, and your doctor wants to keep a close check on you, you could do your readings daily and send them in every day, or send them in bi-weekly, whatever you work out with your physician or diabetes educator. So for the most part, that's the good part for me. I know that there's been a lot of times where I have missed an appointment and my diabetes educator's like, okay, well, I want to know your test scores. So instead of having to sit there and write them all out by hand or what have you, I could just hit one button on my phone and it automatically transfers all that information over to their email in a comprehensible form, and tell them all the cliff notes from how I've been feeling, or this, that, and the other thing. So it's really good for me, just because I'm a technology person and I love to integrate technology into my life as much as possible. Having the Gluco system is very KISS friendly, and KISS stands for Keep It Simple Stupid. So it's very simple. Even somebody who doesn't have technology experience, they can set this up within a matter of moments. When you first install the Gluco app on your iPhone or your Android device, you have to set up an account, and it's like 5 little things. You've got to put in your first name, your last name, your email address, and your passwords. And then you just click a box saying if you want them to send you information or not, and then you're done. And no matter what device you have, as long as you download your app, you have it automatically saved. And it goes across all your different devices. The other thing that I like too is because you create an account, it gets saved, I'm assuming, in a cloud server somewhere, so you can access it I'm not quite sure on how the web feature part of it is. I know that they are implementing a web portal, and I will be reviewing that later, and I'm going to do that in the actual blog part of the... So, I'm sorry, I just got distracted by this email that came through. So yeah, I'm actually going to take care of that part on the blog. So, you might want to check that out. It's going to probably be here in the next day or two, and that's going to be at hellocupcakeitsme.com. And yeah, so if there is any questions, comments, or concerns, I know the video was a little dodgy in parts, but there's a lot of information that I wanted to get out, and I'm suffering from a migraine right now, so I'm not very clear-headed. But for the most part, you know, Gluco is a really amazing product, a really amazing way to share your information with your doctors or care providers, and it is extremely simple. It's just downloading the app. The app's free. Creating your account is free. The only thing that's not free is getting the actual cable, and you can buy that on the Gluco website, gluco.com, and I believe it's like $45 through Amazon, and you get it within 3 or 4 days, depending on what shipping methods you've chosen. So anyways, yeah, as a product review though, I give this product probably 8 stars, 8 out of 10 stars, just because for the Android device you have the extra cable and this extra little box that is also powered by a button battery. I would like to really see them implement this into a singular cable like the iPhone cable, so then that way you can draw power from the phone or from the meter, not from a separate power source. The other thing I would like to see is this little power button not be translucent. Maybe actually be a raised push button that can be easily done by people with vision problems, or maybe even the elderly who can't get their fingers to really kind of work. That would be a good thing to have implemented. But yeah, so 8 out of 10 for the Gluco. Like I said, it's not available for Android as yet. I'm a beta tester, so that's why I have it. But you can get it for your iPhone and iPad and most Apple devices, I do believe. So go ahead, head over to the website, check it out. It's it's Gluco, GLOOKO.com, and keep up to date with me on the blog. It's hellocupcakeitsme.com, and yeah, I hope to see you all around soon.